Hi. So I'm just like waiting for my green tea to cool off. And I was actually, you know what? I've had a few messages like um throughout the week. I'm getting a lot of messages about okay, light worker, so go share your messages. So I've been feeling like I should do one, and at first I wasn't really sure what I should do, but since we're kind of coming up on the end of the year, and today's that 12/12 portal, so I felt like I should. So last year at the end of the year, I was offering some of these, I call them fortune doorway readings, where like you're, so you know what? I don't use typical normal spreads like most people do. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll just create whatever spreads seem like they should be at the moment, you know? Um, oh, all right. So I'll like take three doorways and no, not that one. I was going to take this one. All right. And then, so bottom of this was like walkabout, but it was upside down. And it's talking about you discovering your path in a sacred walkabout. The trees are your people and the earth is your tribe. And indigenous lessons you find the will to survive, but it was upside down, so I actually feel like whoever this message is for is possibly for some air signs, for people who are like air and water types. So maybe I'll do like another one that's for like earth and fire. And then so each doorway will be given a fortune cookie. And then if I feel like anything needs to be clarified, then I have like my yes and no cards over here on the side, ready to go. So, oh, oh, all right. And bottom here we have society, and it says, say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. So, for some air and water energies, you know what? We're getting close to the holidays. You may be invited to go somewhere. You're being encouraged to go. If you're being invited to a New Year's Eve party, you should go do it. All right? That's for you. So like my way is that first I'll like open up the doorways, and then we'll like look behind each doorway and look at their fortunes. Sometimes these have a way of like building a story across all of them. At least last year I saw that. So let's see. So like, so see how that's a little doorway with the light shining in? It's almost kind of like the hallway from a castle, right? And it says change beckons. The path is shifting and the road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So first we have this doorway of change, and the change is coming to your friendships. And so it says, a friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. Well, that's kind of nice, you know? Okay, so we can showing up as friends. So now we have this is the doorway. And it says a distant kiss and a prayer flag. And it says, I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Oh, so this is like somebody who misses you. Maybe this is where this invitation is going to come from. Oh, and then it was a kiss and a flag, and the fortune is for the love life. And it says affairs of the heart could cause future problems. But take heart, as difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision this week. Oh my goodness, look at that. So, a good decision this week. You know what? This person may reach out to invite you somewhere, and so you're being encouraged to go do it. Go do it, because if this is for you and it's for love, like, don't let fear stop you from making choices that are for love. You know what I mean? Because um like, even like faith, like, people will look at it, will say, well, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of that things not seen. But faith works by love. So when you're doing something in faith with the intention or hope for results is for love, then that's going to work way better. So this is doorway 3, and this one looks like it could be the doorway to a monastery or possibly to the wing of a university. And it says, freedom flows. And it says, don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine sacred reason. So I feel like whoever this is for, air or water energy, you're really being encouraged to, there's a change coming into your life. So you're going to have a friend who needs some help. You're going to have this also coming in for this, your love life, you know, but you're also being called to return to a dream that's like for your divine calling. And so all of these things may actually all chain up and happen in a series that's going to help put you on that path. And so, yes, and remember, I literally just said that, and the card says twists and turns. So it says carefully made plans could be thrown out, which, best laid plans of mice and men do often go awry, right? And it says could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. So, but I feel like that makes sense, because, like, if you're in this energy of change, change, even when it's positive, even when we want it. So let's say you get like this great job offer, right? But that job offer is out of state. And in fact, not just even the next state over, it's like 3-4 states. So, like, in order to take this job offer, you'd have to move there. And the people offering you this job is like, oh, it's no problem. We'll go find you a place to stay. We'll handle all these logistic things that you need to come live over here, right? And so you're like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. So it's like, even though you accept that position and even though you go to do that, like, the act of packing up everything you own and leaving the place that like, even when you want to do it, it's such a massive thing. So it's, and usually anytime I've moved, even when it goes as best as possible, there's usually some things that do happen. But if this was the case, or what if it's like sending you overseas to like a different country? Because, like, I've noticed, like, in my analytics, that some of the people who watch my readings are from like India and Indonesia. So, if you're in one of those places and you're considering to go to another country, you know, that could, you may have people that you grew up with, and they may try to make you feel bad because you want to, like, go on this journey. But I really feel like you should take it. So, and I feel like I should, at first I was going to close this, but I feel like I should just give you just a few more. So, Holy Spirit, what's the final message for this air or water types who have all this change coming in? I feel like that's collective wide, though. Yeah, you know what? This veil is going to be lifted, because this change that's beckoning is going to clear away this veil. And then you have a wise woman. So, So maybe, oh yeah, remember, because we saw that first card and it was talking about you're going to have a friend who needs your help, because maybe, like, your friend is just like either not smart and or she was kind of foolish about something, Oh, because she was trying to resurrect and bring back something that's already dead and over. So maybe your role is just to like kind of just be there for her a little bit and help guide her while you're going through this. And then as you do that, it's going to give you a strength that's going to help you bring something back around for yourself, you know? Which that makes sense, because like we get what we put out, right? And then now here's vulnerability. So yeah, so I do feel like whatever the situation is with your friend, you're really being called to show a little bit compassion because they feel really vulnerable. Um but even though you're doing this, don't allow this complete situation to completely distract you from whatever this calling is, okay? Because you're being called to step out and go do this dream. So, you don't have to fix this person's life. You can be there for them, but you don't have to like fix their life, you don't have to put your life on hold either. Resilience. So, I do this resilience I feel is going to like where it's talking about all this upheaval that's coming because of the change. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of resilience, and if you take this path, that you'll have a lot of accomplishment there for you. So, but of course, we all always have free will, So spirit's never gonna make you do anything. But now here's the divine feminine card or the mother card. So if you're a divine feminine who's an air or water sign, that might be you, and or this could be your mother. This could be a divine feminine because we did see like that woman who wasn't being wise. So maybe a divine feminine who is like not making good choices for herself. And maybe you're being called to step in. Oh, and then look, so now it's like so now they have that and there's their strength. So you have this person who's really going to be leaning on you to be a strong person in their life. So, yep. But there's a lot of possibilities opening up for you at this time. So I believe that you are meant to do this thing. So whatever this was that you felt was like this, where it says dream grand things for a divine sacred reason. I I feel like that's your calling and you feel it, and if whoever this is for, you'll know what this is. There's that vulnerability again. Vulnerability and possibilities. You notice how they kind of sort of seem like similar wavelengths, except that this vulnerability is like the same sky with a little bit of darker worry on top. And then the possibility is like, yeah, that is still there up here, but we're starting to see more down underneath the shadow and see like, okay, well there is shadow up there, but you know what? There's you know what? Like don't be so thrown off and distracted by the shadows and feel like that's all there is, because it's not. You have this accomplishment that's waiting for you to go and do it. So, um, and I feel like that's all that feels like the end of the story for you. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm gonna do another one for the Earth and Fire. So if you're looking for that, that will be along in a little bit as well. Thank you.